You talk about your relationship with Dr. Steve Peters. Do you credit him with sort of really sort of saving your career? Because you obviously, you know, if I spoke to you maybe 3 years ago,
Yeah.
And said, "Do you think you could win, you know, the world title a few more times?" You'd have probably laughed at me.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I didn't think I had one world title with me at one point, just because of the way I just used to break down mentally. Now I realise it was mentally, whereas before I just used to think my game would break down. Whereas now if my game breaks down, I don't break down mentally, so I'm much more able to turn the ship around, if you like, quicker rather than until getting beat, basically, in the tournament. But yeah, I owe everything to Steve, because I wasn't going to continue playing. I'd had enough. Come 2011, I was having some poor results. A lot of off the table stuff was kind of related to that, and I just kind of fell out of love with the whole thing, to be honest with you. And then obviously meeting Steve, doing the work with him, and you know, it just turned my thinking around. I found a new zest for the game, a new enthusiasm, and I was much more able to kind of put whatever was going on in my head aside while I was playing. Whereas before I'd be just overrun with, oh, I've had enough, I don't want to be here, I hate this place, I've had enough of snooker, and I would just go with that and just play snooker as if I wanted out. Whereas now I still think that, but I'm able to just go, well, we'll deal with that later, but not during the match.
So your chimp is under control?
Sometimes, not all the time, but you know, I'm better at controlling it now than I ever was, and I think that's proof is obviously in my results in my snooker. There's no way I would have won another world title going the way I was. To win two just shows that the work that I've done with Steve has kind of made me into much more of a winner, if you like.
Your dad, you know, was sent down for a long time for murder, and that was at the time, of course, where you were just starting to announce yourself as a really serious player, you know, on the cusp of success. You went on at 17, of course, to win the UK Championship. You know, how difficult was that for you to cope with at the time?
Yeah, it was really hard, you know, really most difficult time of my life, to be honest with you. And I suppose it was kind of a make or break for me. You know, I could have gone one way or the other. And I think, you know, for the first year of when I qualified, I had a really good first qualifying season at Blackpool, won 74 out of 76 matches. And then straight after that, my dad got put down, so that was it. It was finally, it kind of sunk in that he wasn't going to come out for at least 20 years. And it was then that I really started to struggle to come to terms with it and deal with it. And I suppose then it was from that point onwards I kind of downward spiralled until, I don't know, when I suppose I had about 6-7 years. So really, you know, I look back at it, them 6-7 years, okay, I was present at tournaments, but I wasn't really, you know, I was struggling a lot to deal with things, and you know, and it's documented in the book. So 6-7 years of my life just kind of was just kind of a blur, if you like.
I suppose the question that you probably get asked the most is, you know, how many world titles do you think you can win? So how many do you think you can win?
Well, I've got 5. I was happy with 4, to be fair. I thought my ability and my work ethic, I deserved, you know, I should have got 4. I didn't expect 1 at one stage. I got 5, and they're the only reason why I'm playing, is to obviously see how near I can get to Stephen Hendry's record. I've not set myself a mental target to say, oh, that's why I'm playing. It's something I would like to achieve. It would be a dream for me to get to 7, possibly 8. You start to think, I'm knocking on 40, I'm an old man. I'm becoming an old man, you know, I'm like getting grey hairs now, you know, it's just like, and I look around and I see everyone's 25, 26, but I think, I'm 38 and I'm giving them a run for their money. And I think, lovely, I'm like dad on the circuit.